Today is Friday and let's get to know me. My name is Miley and I am from Tacoma, Washington. I am originally from the state of Oregon, and I wanted to give you guys some information about who I am, share a few things since this week the theme of these videos are to share a little bit more about you. I moved to Tacoma about 9 years ago. I am originally from the state of Oregon, but the military is what brought me here to Washington, and that was back in December of 2005, so it's been nearly 9 years since I moved here to Washington, and I definitely love this place. It kind of has a comparison to Oregon, but I don't know, there's just better opportunities here in the state of Washington. So that's the reason why I'm here now in Washington. I wanted to share with you guys some info about who I am so you can kind of get an idea of who is talking to you, so that way, I don't know, so that you know who I am. The first thing is, the first fact about me is that I am the very first person in my family to go to college, meaning my dad didn't go to college, my mom didn't go to college, my grandparents didn't go to college, my sisters, my uncles, my aunts, nobody went to college at all in my family, and I was the very first person to go. I am also the very first person to achieve a bachelor's degree. I have a bachelor's degree in psychology. During the time that I went to school for all 4 years, I put myself through school by working. I worked 2 full-time jobs. I kept my GPA above a 3.2 and above. In my first year, I made Dean's List, so I think that's kind of impressive. So yeah, a little fun fact about college there. Secondly, I don't know how to swim at all. Nobody ever taught me how to swim. Never as a child, never growing up. Just nobody ever taught me how to swim, which is kind of strange because I think most people learn how to swim when they're, I don't know, babies. But I was never taught how to swim, which resulted in 2 fatalities, well, 2 near fatalities. The first one was when I was in the 7th grade. I had a near drowning. I was in a camp swimming pool, and when I was in there, I slipped underneath where the concrete goes down. And then the second one was I was in an American lake up here in Lakewood, Washington, and I flew off the back of a Sea-Doo into the lake, and Coast Guard had to pull me out. So I guess you could say I'm kind of fearful of the water. I don't do good in water, so water's not good for me. If I can hold on to something, then that is where I feel more secure. The third fun fact about me is I am the youngest of 2 siblings. I have no biological, like, full-blooded siblings. I have 2 half-sisters. They all have children. I don't have children. I plan not to have children. I guess you could say I'm kind of career driven, so I'm the complete opposite of my 2 sisters, which kind of, we balance each other out, I guess you could say. The fourth fact about me is when I was 19 years old, I was involved in a car accident that took my life. It was a single car accident. Minutes before the crash, I had buckled my seatbelt, and that was probably ultimately what helped save me. I thought that it would be cool to get some air since there was a spot in the road that I knew from a previous drive down that specific road that I knew that would give me some air, which basically caused me to go airborne. Upon trying to complete this stunt, it ended up going sour, and basically I ended up going airborne for at least 25 feet and then slammed down nose first into the concrete. I ended up rolling my car, and the front of my fender hit a city road sign. My door then slammed into a telephone pole, and my gas tank struck a fire hydrant. In total, my car went airborne and rolled an entire city block and probably a lot more, but I landed up on my roof in someone else's front lawn. My accident was so severe that the entire team of my city's fire department, as well as explorers, firefighters, and police assisted in the accident. What I was told about the accident from the police perspective was that this was one of the most serious accidents that they ever saw, and they helped on. The fire department used the jaws of life to get me out of my vehicle, and obviously my car was totaled. At the accident scene, I had no pulse, I had no respiration, and I was not breathing. In the ambulance, they said that I had died. The police notified my police that I had died in an accident. When en route to the hospital, they were able to resuscitate me and bring me to a pretty much somewhat stable condition. But I was going in and out. This was one of the times that the ambulance was rushing to keep me alive by driving really fast to the hospital. Once I did get to the hospital, I was rushed to the back and they continued to work on me. During this time, I saw a bright light above and my body felt like a feather. Honestly, how people say how they see a bright light when they are going off to heaven, I literally felt this way. It was probably the most surreal feeling I've ever had. Eventually, I ended up feeling like I was dropped to a table, and this is when they had shocked my heart because I guess I went into cardiac arrest. Then after that, I felt the pain. After that, recovery time, and here I am. So, as you can see, I had a pretty serious accident, and I've had a few, I guess you could say, in the last few things that I've told you about me. And you know, I was a kid. I was 19 years old, so you know, you do really stupid things. I'm much older, but I can tell you though, after that accident, I still can remember it to this day. I still can, like, just, I don't think it's like nightmares or anything, but I still remember it to this day like it just happened yesterday. And at times I've taught seatbelt classes, and you know, even though we think that those are pretty stupid devices to put on, I honestly could say that's probably the only thing that really saved me from being ejected from my car, because I put my seatbelt on within minutes. Finally, the last fun fact about me, going off all these accidents here, is that in the summer of this year, I will be going out to South Carolina and being awarded the Presidential Volunteer Award. Since August of last year of 2014, so in a calendar year, I put in well over 300 hours of community service, so I give back to my community, and that's what the Presidential Award is all about. It's all about giving back to the community. It's an award signed by President Obama. You get a pen, you get an award ceremony, you get all kinds of fun stuff, showing appreciation. So guys, that wraps it up. Those are 5 facts that I've let you know a little bit more about me that probably not a lot of people know about me. I hope you guys enjoyed learning a little bit more about me, and I'm so happy that you guys are watching this video and you came to this collaboration channel. It means a lot to all of us, and there is going to be 2 other people after me on Saturday and on Sunday, so you'll get to meet 2 more people that we have with our collab of all of us together. As I am going to close now, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. All of my information from my own channel, if you want to watch my videos, will be linked down below. Other than that, if you don't, I'll see you next Friday in my next video. Bye guys!